Hickory-dickory-dock. It's time to beat the clock. Time for fun has now begun. Let's all play Beat the Clock.
Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania, a quality name in lighting, photo lamps, radio tubes, television, electronics.
Let's all play Beat the Clock.
Now, here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Kyer.
Thank you very much. Believe it or not, every one of these different sizes and shapes of balls figures in tonight's show. How? Well, you watch and you'll see. But every one of those sizes, it's amazing how many ways you can use them. Sorry, Betty. Now, let's go on over here and welcome back again our holdover contestants from last week, Captain and Mrs. George Mailing of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Welcome back again. Captain, nice to have you. Well, we had quite a bit of excitement last week when the good captain with his stunt, just at the time when the buzzer sounded to let me know the time was gone and would ask him if he'd come back and pick it up next week, he completed the stunt. So there we were, and we got through the $100 clock just in the nick of time. Bet you heard from a lot of people that saw you, haven't you?
We certainly did.
That's half the fun, I think, is
Yeah.
people that you haven't seen or heard from in years, you know?
Sure.
And as a matter of fact, tonight we have a wonderful special offer for everybody from Beat the Clock, and we'll show it to you and all of you folks a little later on. Of course, you know the bonus is worth $600 tonight. It's only run 1 week, the old one having been knocked off the week before last. Starts at $500 as it did last week, and it's $600 tonight whenever the bell happens to ring. If it's you or whoever's up here at that time gets a crack at it. So let's get along now to your next clock, which is the $200 one, right?
I believe so.
See what we have in store for you. As a matter of fact, Captain, it's for you. So if you'll hobble out here, I'll show you everybody why I tell you to hobble out here. Look what we've done to the poor captain here. See there? We've actually hobbled his feet together here, as you can see, and there's a reason for that, and I'll show you what it is. Now, Captain, thank you, madam. If you'll step right over there just a bit, as easy as you can, if you can not get on the cable there. There we are. Okay, sir. Now, here is like a rain gutter trough, you see? And it slants down to the far end down there. This is the supply of these volleyballs right here. What you do is always start behind the line of the back of that box. You place this volleyball right over the top of the post there. See, that's the starting point. You let it roll. You hobble your way down here. You can't hop. You have to hobble. Pick up this box, hobble back under here, around the other side, and get down there in time to catch the ball in it. Got the idea? That's all you have to do. If you miss it, just give the box to one of the girls. They'll put it back here. You come straight back here, pick up another ball, and start all over again. Let's give them a supply, girls. I want to toss it over here. My golly, she was basketball advanced in 1895. All right, there you are, sir. Take one out and get all set for it. I'll take a look at the clock and see how many seconds you have. 35 seconds? Boy, you got to move fast for this one. All right, set it right on top of the pole and get ready. Go ahead, put it up there now. I'll tell you when to go. Are you ready? Go! This afternoon, we were going like mad, and we missed it a couple of times, and we finally got it. But, boy, that Air Force, he got wings on his feet, I think. All right, good enough. Now, you carry on for the family, if you don't mind, Miss Mailing. If you step right up here, get yourself all set, so that you turn around and face the audience and calm down a little bit.
Premature babies need extra care in the hospital.
All right, Miss Mailing, it's all for you now. Our jackpot board. You stay facing the audience till I tell you to turn around, because the special saying is on there, as they always are, with the words all mixed up. One of the well-known sayings, and all you have to do is move the words around on the board until they spell out the saying we're after in 20 seconds. Now, don't look till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. Stop the clock. Good for you to err if you can get the gift of honor. You got it, Captain. You earned a kick on that, don't you think? I do. Good for you. That walked right through. Boy, am I glad you came back. I still can't get out the way you got through those two sentences. I'm more proud of the Air Force than I ever was, you know. We can't fool them, so I guess nobody can. However, you got something now by way of a jackpot prize. Let's take a look and see what you've got. It's right over here.
Here is the Sylvania Maynard console, an elegant piece of furniture in its own right, with all Sylvania's great electronic advances and exclusive Sylvania Halo lights to give you greater eye comfort for far more enjoyable viewing. Congratulations, Captain and Mrs. Mailing. You have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
My congratulations to you, too. Roxanne? Who do we have now, Roxanne?
What I have for you, Mr. and Mrs. Sidney S. Ryan, Jr. from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Thank you very much, Roxanne. And a warm welcome to Mrs. Ryan. And the Sidney. And they call you Sid, you call me Bud, and we're squared away much better. How long have you folks been married?
4.5 years.
And you're from Charlotte, North Carolina. What's your occupation, Sid?
I work for Southern Railway. Car inspector.
Means you get to ride free, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's not bad on a vacation, is it, huh?
Sure is.
Okay, we have here from Sylvania for you a Beat the Clock game, which Roxanne will have backstage for you. You'll have a lot of fun with that with your friends, believe me. You'll never wonder what to do of an evening when you have those home. Thanks very much, Roxanne. Okay, sir, let's get you going now right off the bat here and see what we can do by way of, well, let me see what our problem is for you. It involves the two of you, so if you don't mind coming up here, suppose you put your gloves and your bag down there. If I were you, I'd put that little stole down there, too, so it doesn't get in your way. That's just drape it right over the... That's it. Okay. Now, Miss Ryan, if you'll stop right here, we have here a supply of tennis balls, you see? Now, what you have to do with these tennis balls is to bounce them. And I'll show you why. You remain here while I take your husband over here. I'm going to give him this pole, which has 4 boxes on it, numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what you do is bounce a good high one, and you, sir, catch a ball in the top box. Then 1 for the second box, 1 for the third, and 1 for the fourth. You keep trying until you've got them in that order. Now, if one bounces in a wrong box, it doesn't count. You've got to keep going until you get 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Got the idea? Now, you must keep the bottom of the pole on the stage at all times. You can bend it around anywhere you want to, forward, back. It must remain in that little square there. You can use 2 hands or 1 or none. I don't care. You work it any way you want to. But if you start with the top one and work your way down. Got the idea? Just keep going. You got them all filled. Take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. 55. Are you ready? Go. Ooh, that's up. Keep it on the floor. That's a little too high. A little too high. Don't be frantic now. That's a little too low. Just a little more than that. Whoop, too high. Keep it on the floor. Hey, you can get that. Hey, you got one. Quite so high. Bounce a little longer bounce. That's it. And the third now. 3. That's it. Nice and easy. Oh, hold it. Stop the clock. Get her some more tennis balls. There's the fresh supply there. Okay. There we are, and I'll stand by with these for you. Okay, go right ahead. Go. Hey! All right, good enough. Well, that wasn't so bad, was it, huh? Now, I have a little question I want to ask you folks. Have you ever been out anywhere, or maybe at home sometime, and you served, you know, some of that tomato ketchup, and you try to pour it out of the bottle, it won't pour. Then you have to hit the bottle, you know, and everything like that. Well, we have a special little kitchen training ketchup course for you. So if you'll both come over with me, I'll show you what this involves. Bring out our kitchen ketchup training course there. Right here. See, wait right here till it comes out. Stay right alongside of me so you don't get caught there. All right, so now if you step up there and put that shower cap on to keep that long hair of yours out of your eyes. And then if you will lie down with your head on that pillow and your feet out toward this corner right here on your back, you see? And if you, in the meantime, Mrs. Ryan, if you don't mind climbing up, going right around the back of that little protection we have for you there. That's the idea. All right, fine. Good. Now, here we have the bottles of ketchup. And we have fastened them up here so that if you should drop them, nothing will happen. You see, we don't want to have one of these hit your husband by any means. But all you have to do is to turn them upside down, hang onto them tight, and pound at the bottom or shake anything you want to, because your husband is going to be down here with one of these little cups, you see. And these you have to fill. One of these cups with the ketchup will stop the clock, and you'll beat the clock, and he'll hold it in his teeth. All right? That's the idea. Now, if one bottle gets empty, drop, just put it back down again, pick up another one. You can't hurt him because these are fastened. They won't fall and hurt him. Take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. 50 seconds from the time I say go. Are you ready? Go. Take it. Hit it with the other hand. Picture, and the girls will get you all cleaned up. You just stay right there. And you come on back over with me, if you will, Miss Ryan. Come along over here. I want to take a look at him once more. Look at him. There he is. They'll get him all cleaned up. You have nothing to worry about. Oh, boy. Oh, what do you bet he never orders tomato ketchup again? Now, here we have for you a little extra prize. It's a Kodak Duoflex camera. We have just taken with one of our Sylvania Blue Dot for Sure Shot flash bulbs a picture of your husband. When you go on and take the rest of the pictures in that film and have it developed, you'll find that one of the early ones is that record of your husband. And you can put it right here for now because you have to go to work on our jackpot clock. So if you step right back up here in this platform, I'll turn around and face the audience. And don't turn back again till I tell you to. You're in front of our jackpot board, and we put another saying up there. And we've again mixed the words up. So get them back in order in 20 seconds, but don't look till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. Stop the clock. You got it. One man. Well, it's kind of too bad that your fella's not out here to see this with you. But you and I are going to take a look, and you can tell him what it is you've won. Just take a look over here.
And this is the Sylvania Lombard 21-inch console with all Sylvania's newest engineering features, plus exclusive Sylvania Halo light. It gives you greater eye comfort for far more enjoyable viewing. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. You, too, have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
My congratulations to you, too. You'll find your husband taking down backstage. You're very welcome. Thank you. Manage everything, including your soul and everything. All right, Roxanne, who do we have now?
Hi. But
Yes?
I just about didn't make it.
I should say you didn't.
Mr. and Mrs. Fred Armstead from Pompton Plains, New Jersey.
Thank you very much, Roxanne. Armstead. Very nice to have you here, Mrs. Armstead. And Fred, you call me Bud, will you? And that squares away very nicely. What do you do in Pompton Plains, New Jersey? Do you work there?
No, I work for Curtis Wright Corporation
Curtis Wright where?
in Clifton, New Jersey.
Clifton, so you commute from your home. Is that it? And how many children do you have, Mrs. Armstead?
Just one, Marcia.
Little girl. How old is
That's
she?
right. She'll be 10 this month.
Oh, too bad you didn't bring her with you tonight.
We would have liked to. I'm sure she'd have enjoyed it.
Ah, what a shame. Where is she? Watching at home?
I'm sure she is.
Well, you wave to her while I tell you and your daughter that you're going to get from Sylvania one of these beat-the-clock games. And Roxanne will have it for you right backstage. Okay, after the show? Good enough. Well, we go on in just a...
Hey, everybody, I'm Matt Eisen.
All right, Fred, we've taken your wife backstage to put her in a pair of coveralls because this first stunt for you on the $100 clock is entirely hers. There she comes. All right, come on over here with me, if you will, Mrs. Armstead, and I'll show you why we did this to you. Now, what we've done, we've put the arms inside out to keep them out of the way, and we've tied your hands behind your back, haven't we? Yes, inside the coveralls, your hands are tied behind your back. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put one of these boxes that are open at both ends down over you like this. Down to the floor. Then comes a yellow one. There we are. Then another blue one. There we are. Bye now. And then another yellow one. There we go. All right in there? See the top of your head, but that's all. I'll keep this one off while I tell you what it is you have to do. When I say go, all I want you to do is to get these boxes off you one at a time. See? Just one at a time.
Yeah.
The only thing is you have to get them all off over your head. Mm-hmm. And you may not, at any time, lie down or kick them around in any way. Your feet must remain on the stage at all times. Got the idea? Even the one on the bottom has to come up over your head. Got the idea?
Yes.
All right, take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. It can be done. 40 seconds to do it. Okay, are you ready? Go! Top one off. Next one. The girl. Get that next one off. That's it. Now the third one. Work it up. Come on, you can do it. Yes, you can. Trap it between your knees and work it up. That's it. Work it up. Come on, keep working on it. You can do it. Duck down and grab it between your hands. Right there. That's it. Work it up now. Come on, you got a couple of seconds. Come on, work it up. Quick. Come on, get it up there. Get it up. Come on. Work it up. Work it up. The clock beats you. That's a shame. But in any event, Mrs. Armstead, we can't give this to you with your arms tucked in like that, but I'll give it to your husband, one of our Sylvania portable radios. I'm sorry that you didn't beat the clock, but you made a mighty good try. Okay, Roxanne, who do we have now?
Well, I'd like to meet Bruce, and he's afraid to come over, and Mr. and Mrs. John J. Davis from Brooklyn.
Thank you very much. Hi there. How are you, sir? Welcome to you. Very nice to have you here from Brooklyn, New York. Hi, young man. How are you? You're Bruce. Is that it? Huh?
Yes.
Come on, stand out. You and I like bow ties, don't we? I can see that. Huh? You got any brothers or sisters?
One.
A brother or a sister?
A brother.
How old is your brother?
He's 9 months
Oh,
old.
just a little fella, huh? What are you going to be when you grow up, Bruce?
I don't know yet.
What does your daddy do?
He's a New York City patrolman.
He's a policeman?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're a little late, folks, so good night. You're here for fun, I trust. All right, good enough. We got something for you, Bruce. I know you're going to like. Roxanne, bring it over here, will you? First from Sylvania, a beat-the-clock game. Second from Sylvania, a Kodak Duoflex 3 camera, complete outfit with flash gun, and 2, 4, 6, 8 of those wonderful Blue Dot for Sure Shot Sylvania flash bulbs. How about that? Okay? Roxanne will have them backstage for you right after the show, so you and The bonus! You get the prize of the bonus! How about that? Did you see the new one last week? You don't remember it? Well, you don't remember it either. All right, you and your mother and dad, come on out here. Come on, Mr. and Miss Davis, come out here. Now, Mr. Davis, if you'll stop right here. Here is your starting line. You see this line on the stage? This is where you must always come back and start each time. You must hold this tube under your left arm. Are you left-handed?
No, right.
Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you got to hold it this side of you. It doesn't matter. But you must hold one hand over like that, one hand under. You can't hold both hands under. You got to have one over and one under like that. Okay, if you hold that, this is where you always start, and I'm going to take your wife down here to show you that here is the supply of the other kind, one of the other balls that I was holding at the start of the show. They're rubber baseballs. What you do with these, of course, is to bounce them to your husband from behind the table, one at a time. What you do is to catch a ball in the end of this tube, and I want to show everybody that the tube is completely hollow right on through, and you can't hold your other hand over the other end of it. You got to leave it open. And what you do then when you catch one in there is run back here, drop it in the wastebasket. Get 3 balls in that wastebasket, each one from the tube, and we'll stop the clock, and you'll beat the clock. Got the idea? Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have for $600. 40 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Stay behind that line. How do you like that? Here he's working like mad for $600, and the wife's only comment during the stunt was, "You're not as young as you used to be." That didn't help you very much, did it?
But
What, son?
he always keeps saying that he can do it if he was there.
Wow! He did. Wait a minute now. Well, now this guy's beating the clock in a way I didn't know about. What was this again?
He delivered Bruce's brother this summer.
Your husband delivered?
That's right.
How'd that
He
happen?
was born in the middle of supper. And
In the middle of supper? Boy, what a supper you had that night, didn't you, huh? Smorgasbord a la baby. That was wonderful. Was you nervous at all? You're trained for this, of course, as a patrolman, aren't you? Were you a little nervous about having him deliver the baby?
5 minutes, I have no time to be
5
nervous.
minutes. I told you he beat the clock. There you are. Well, congratulations to you. Mighty proud to have you here with us tonight. All right, let's move along now. Let's see, that was the bonus. You didn't get a chance to start a stunt yet, did you? No. So the $100 clock is what's coming up. If you'll come right over here with me, sir, I'll show you what it involves. Okay, right over here. Now, if you'll stand behind this table here, facing to the audience, kind of like that. That's it. Here's the top still cat. Pick it up, put it on your head, will you please? With both hands. Pick it up, put it on. All right, that's the idea. It'll sit there, all right, even though it's a little small, it'll sit there, won't it, huh? Okay, now that's all I want you to do. When I say go, is pick up the hat with both hands, put it on your head, take your hands away, and let it sit there. That's all, okay? Let's take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 60 full seconds. The only thing is, please be very careful not to drop these cups and saucers off the top of it when you do it. Okay? Now, let's get them nice and straight there. Don't drop them off, and see if you can beat that clock. Are you ready? Go. down here. That's the idea. You tip it forward just a little bit. Don't tip it. Are you ready? Go. Straight here. Just be careful getting them up here. You can do it. Ready? Go. Sure these all sit down here good and square. Okay. All right. But the main thing is when you get it up there, you have a tendency to tip it forward, so you don't. I'll keep an eye on it for you. You ready again? Go. Kind of tough, huh? Hey, your daddy work on that one. I bet you'd rather deliver another baby than Oh, well, you did just fine.
Behold the day with G.
All right, Mr. and Miss Davis and your son Bruce. Now, let's get going along here on the second little opus we have here. This is the kind of ammunition I hope is the only kind that you will ever have to face, John. If you and your wife will come over here again with me, I'll show you what we have now. First off, I'm going to ask Miss Davis to stop right here, if you will. And this little white patch here is your toe mark, your front foot mark. I'll show you why. We're going to have you shoot at your husband, not really at your husband, with these ping pong rifles, you see? You know how you work them, do you? Huh? Sure. You bring this forward like this, and then if you pull this back, see, like that, shoots a ping pong ball. Got the idea? Okay, you take those, and we'll keep replacing them as often as you need them when you run out of ammunition. In the meantime, sir, if you'll come over here, I want you to sit right on that little red circle on the floor, facing your wife. Now, you must remain sitting right about on that spot. You understand? You may not inch forward or move around. You can move your body any way you want to. You can bend forward, sideways, lean way forward, because here in front of you is a balloon fastened to a weight on the floor filled with helium, you see? Now, here I'm going to place between your teeth a cork which has in it a needle. And we're going to put a pair of goggles on you to keep any ping pong balls from hitting you in the eye. Now, what has to happen is this balloon must come down close enough to your husband so when he leans forward, he can break it. And it's your job to shoot the ping pong balls at the balloon until you knock it toward him close enough so he can break the balloon. Got the idea? Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have for this one. 50 seconds to break just that one balloon. Are you ready? Go. Hold everything. Hold everything. Whoop. Give her another gun here. Let's have another gun. Okay, put the clock back, will you please, to where it was, because I want to be fair. Okay, are you ready? Go. That's it. Aim right at the balloon. Right at the balloon. Step forward. Your back's too far. There's the right. That's it. Right there. Turn to try the jackpot board. If you boys don't mind standing over there, Mom's going to climb up here. Turn around and face the audience. In back of you is the jackpot board. Got another saying on it. Got 20 seconds to get it straightened out. Don't look till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go.
This I never heard of.
Johnny. No, that isn't it. You didn't beat the clock. The clock beats you. It happens to be to know her was to love her. To know her was to love her. However, you've done mighty well tonight because you've beaten our $200 clock. Let's see what you've won.
For you, Mr. and Mrs. Davis, Sylvania has this revolutionary Kenmore electric range with U infrared instant heat top unit, and behind the regular door, a full view oven door for picture window visibility. Congratulations from Sylvania. You've just won the prize worth much, much more than $200.
Sounds like you're going to kiss the baby for me. That's all the time we have for tonight. This is Bud Collier speaking for Sylvania, hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
This has been a Mark Dixon Will Compton production, produced in association with the CBS Television Network. Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania. Roxanne Gowan by Gil Chapman. This is Vern Bennett reminding you to tune in every week at the same time for